Well, here it is, all set back up in the mill again, braced back up and ready to go. I'll start cutting this down and take it down to the width that it needs to be. I'll take this whole section off, then I'll turn it over and do the same thing again. As you can see, this just a long day of cranking this mill back and forth. Kind of got it all set up, looked at it, and almost dreading the thought of having to do this for several days again. One of these days I really need to buy a much bigger mill and put a power feed on it and save me a lot of arm work. Anyways, I'll do this just like I've done the other updates. I'll give you a few little progress clips, and then you'll get to see what it looks like after all the machining's done on both sides of it from here. Well, there we are at the halfway mark on this one side. Just more to take off. You can see where it's breaking out right at the edge here, just leaving a little bit to clean up. There's a little edge going here that'll have to be deburred later. But so far the cut's looking real good. Well, there we have it. There's one side machined off. Now all I have to do is flip it over and machine the other side to match. As you can see, I flipped it over. I'm cutting from the other side now, and I'm into it about 300 thousandths so far, another 700 to go. I I flipped it end for end, obviously, and the reason I chose to do it that way is I could have flipped it around the other way and cut from the other side and all that, but flipping it end for end actually saves me some setup time because I don't have to change my depth of cut or where I'm at on my y-axis or any of that stuff. As long as it's level and still true and true to the back of the vise, nothing else changes, so the depth of cut remains the same. So anyways, just more cutting to do. And so that's it. Machined on both sides down to width. You'll notice that this same width as the single shot now as far as the width of the water table. And of course the breech face is double wide of the single shot. It was a lot of material to remove. And a little water stain there. But you see how it turned out. It's not too bad. The total time for this was about 10 hours to take both sides off. The next step will be to get these blocks up in my mill and machine them down to just the width of the recesses, and actually I'll leave them just a little proud, that way I have some room to file the machine marks off and to fit it as I go into there. But that'll be the next step, but that'll have to wait till next week. This is the last update for this week. I'll actually be at my boys' football game, last one of the season for our team, and so I'll be there tonight, and then tomorrow I have some household remodeling to do, so my weekend's pretty much captured with that stuff, so won't be getting back to this until next week sometime. But next week you'll get an update as I start machining the blocks down to fit the recesses, and we'll go from there.